So in today's video, we are going to talk about the 5 stages of market awareness and why is it important for you as a business owner or running a brand, and how can you apply it to your business, right? Because this is a part-time series where I'm doing the principles of marketing. I'm explaining like the basic principles. Why is it important and how can you apply it to your business? These are timeless lessons you can apply to your brand. These are marketing lessons, right? So why every ad you run must match exactly where your buyer is in the awareness journey, right? And how to get it right every single time. You have to understand how to communicate to your customer in the level where they are. Like you have to meet where they are, right? If you don't know how to communicate to your customers, you'll have a very big disconnect, and that's how your ads stop working or they never convert. So you're going to use a real world example, a brand called Protein KE, right? This is the fastest growing premium supplement brand in East Africa. So let me show you the brand itself. So this is a brand called Protein KE. It's a supplement brand, right? So we're going to use this as an example, just to visualize it and to explain in details, like how can you apply it, why is it the applicable lessons, right? So this is a brand. They're selling protein, creatine, pre-workout, collagen, BCAs. They're selling multiple products in the supplement niche, right? So you're going to use this as an example. So the core idea, the most violated principle in marketing, the opening line of every ad must match the awareness of every reader. This is the single most violated principle in marketing today. This is from Eugene Schwartz, Breakthrough Advertising. So if you have never read Breakthrough Advertising, I suggest take your time and go through it. Right, it's a very good book. uh, Here's the problem in plain language. So every buyer in your market is at a different stage of awareness, from completely unaware that a problem exists to ready to buy today. So not every customer is going to buy right now. So you have to understand the different levels where they are at. So how to communicate to those particular levels. So customers where they're at and how to communicate to them, right? So running the same ad to all of them is like speaking in a language that only some of them understand. The others scroll straight past your ad, right, or your content. The brand that speaks to each buyer exactly where they are converts more than the brand running one generic campaign to everyone. So you have to understand, like, people are at different levels, different pockets of awareness levels, right? So you have to understand how to communicate to them, like how we're going to communicate to an aware audience, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware. So these are principles, these are timeless lessons, right? So the 5 stages, every buyer in your market is at one of these 5 stages. So stage number 1, we have the unaware market. So this is like 35% of the total market, right? So does not know they have a problem at all. For example, for protein KE, has not started working out, not thinking about protein or supplements, right? They have not, like, they don't know if they have any form of problem. They're not thinking about your product or service. They're not thinking about anything else, right? So problem aware, this is like 25% of the market, feels the pain but does not know what the solution is. For example, for protein KE, they go to the gym, they see no results, know something is wrong, but they do not know it is nutrition, right? They are not aware, like, they know about the problem, but they're not aware about the solution, right? They don't know about nutrition. So for protein KE, they're not even, they don't know, like, the solution is the protein KE, any form of nutrition. They're not aware about it. So for solution aware, this is like 20% of the marketplace, right? They know the solution, like supplements exist, but does not know about protein KE, right? So for protein KE, they have heard about protein powder or creatine. Is they are researching about solutions, but they have not decided to where to buy that particular product. Like, they know about supplement, they have heard about it, they're doing research, but they do not know about where to buy actually the product. Now we have stage 4, the product aware. Now this is like the 15%. They know protein KE exists but has not bought it, right? They are aware about protein KE, but they have not bought from that particular brand. So they have visited the website, they have seen Instagram, they have seen their TikTok, whichever platform they are, they have seen their website, they know the product, but they have not pulled the trigger. So for stage 5, this is like the most aware now. This is the 5%. It's a very small percentage of the marketplace, right? The marketplace. So they know everything. They just need the right offer to buy, right? So these are like loyal customers. They know the product. They just need a reason to order again. Like these are like now repeat purchases. These are like your customer list. These are people who have bought from you. So these are different stages. We have the unaware. These are people who have, like, they don't know about your they don't know if they have any form of problem, like they are not aware about anything, right? The problem aware, they know about the problem, but they're not looking for any form of solution. Solution aware, these are people who know about the solution, like whatever they're going through, they have a problem, and they know about the solution, right? We have product aware. These are people, they know about your brand, but they have not, bought from you yet because of some reason. So this is where you're going to handle objections, right? Then we have the most aware. These are people who are bought from you. They are aware about your product, your services, but you have to give them a push, for them to buy again from you. So let's dive deep into the unaware market, right? So they do not know, they do not even know they have a problem, right? So who is this person? For Protein KE, this is the person who has not started working out yet, or who goes to the gym casually without thinking about nutrition at all, right? They are not searching for supplements, they are not comparing brands, they do not know protein powder is something they should consider, right? What they are thinking. I want to get fit, I want to lose weight, I want to look better. They are thinking about the results, not the product, right? Not the supplement, not the brand. So market size is approximately about 35% of the total addressable market. So how are we going to talk to these particular people? Do not mention protein, do not mention supplements, do not mention protein key, right? Speak only about the outcome they already want. Enter the conversation already happening in their head, right? So, example, and you have been going to the gym for 3 months, your body has not changed. This is almost always why, right? So this is like storytelling. You are actually like you're talking about what they're thinking, right? These are people who are not they're not thinking about your product. They know they're not aware about the problem. So you have to introduce the problem, then the solution, then the product. So you have to go into sequence, right? So you have to talk about what they're thinking in their mind. So there's no product mention, no brand name, just the truth they already feel. This is where like you're doing like a form of storytelling, right? So you're introducing a problem, they are introducing a solution, they introduce the product at the end. You're not starting with the product, you're starting with a story. Like, did you know about, so like you're telling a story, then you go to the problem, then the solution, then you go to the product at the end, right? So it's like sequencing. So let's go to another stage. So we call it the problem aware. So these are people, they feel the pain, they do not know the fix, right? Who is this person? This is the Kenyan gym goer who has been training consistently but is frustrated. They are not seeing results. They know something is wrong. They just do not know what, right? They have not made the connection between the results and the nutrition yet, right? They are problem aware but solution unaware. So these are people like have been training, but they're frustrated, right? So they don't know about the solution yet. So what they're thinking, why am I not growing? I train every day, but nothing changes, right? Maybe I'm eating wrong. Everyone else at the gym is progressing except me. So like they're asking themselves these tough questions, like, why am I not growing? I train every day, but nothing changes. Maybe I'm eating wrong. Everything else at the gym is progressing except me, right? So market size, these are like 25% of the total addressable market. Like this is the second largest group. So how to talk to these particular people? Agitate the pain they already feel, name the specific frustration, then introduce the concept of nutrition as the solution, right? Not the brand yet. You're not starting with the brand. You are starting with the pain. You're talking about the pain. Like, talk about the pain they are facing, then name the specific, like name it, be as specific as possible, then introduce the concept of the solution now, not the brand yet. So for example, training hard but not seeing results, it's almost never the workout. It's always what you eat and what you're missing after every session, right? So you see how you're talking about the pain, then you're introducing the concept of nutrition, then later on you can talk about the product at the end, right? Names the pain, points to the cause, leaves them wanting to know about the solution. So you have to know how to build curiosity, how how you're starting your ads, right? So this is a solution now. The third stage three now is the solution aware, right? They know supplements exist, they do not know about protein KE. So who is this person? This is the person who has done some research. They know whey protein exists. They have heard about creatine, right? They know supplements can help build muscle and build and muscle building and recovery, right? They are comparing options, different brands, different product, different price points, right? What are they thinking? Which protein is the best for me? Is protein K legit? Is whey or creatine better for my goal? Or you can see the kind of question that is going through their mind, right? Where do I even buy supplements in Nairobi? Are these genuine products, or are they fake? So the market size is like, this is the third largest. Now this is like 20%. This is the hottest audience for any new supplement brand. So these are people who are like sophisticated, like they know about the problem, like the solution, right? They are comparing different brands, like they are aware about whatever problem they have and the solution, but they're not aware about you yourself. Say, so how to talk to these particular people? Now you can introduce protein KE, show why this is the best solution among all choices they are already considering, right? The job is differentiation, not education. So this is now where you're showing why your product is the best option among anyone else, because they're aware about different brands, they are comparing different brands. So how are you different? How are you going to position yourself to be different from anyone else? So for example, there are 50 supplements brand in Kenya, right? Here is reasons why every serious gym goer are choosing KE and why others keep coming back. So you're going to position yourself differently. How are you going to do that? Through your marketing message, your communication, right? So you acknowledge that there are other options, right? But your position protein K is the best above any other choice out there. So yourself is to differentiate yourself from the rest. So product aware, they know protein K, they have not bought yet, right? These are people who are now aware about protein K, but they have not pulled the trigger. There's something holding them back. So who is this person? They have visited protein K website, they have seen the Instagram page, they know the products, whey, creatine, pre-workout, BCAs, they have thought about ordering, right? Something stopped them. Price hesitation, trust gap, distraction, they have not pulled the trigger yet. So what are they thinking? Is protein K legit? Is it same day delivery? Will this actually work for me? Can I try before committing to the full price? Is it worth the price? So the market size is approximately about 15%. These are like the warmest buyers, closest to purchase. So for example, let's see. This is the Protein K website, right? They are aware about all these, right? They have seen their website, they have seen their creatine. This is like the creatine, right? They have this different creatine. We have here creatine monohydrate and flavored. We have creatine fruit punch. We have creatine, like they are aware about all these, right? They have come to your website for the Protein K brand, so they have seen all these, but they have not pulled the trigger yet. They have objections. Now I'm going to explain how to handle these objections, how to go about it, right? So they have seen all these products, like they're aware, so they have come to your website. Let's see their Instagram, right? Let's see about protein KE. So let's say protein K is Instagram, right? So this is like their Instagram. So they have come to your Instagram page, they have seen your content, they are aware about your product, but they have not pulled the trigger yet. So this is like protein K's Instagram page. They have come, they have browsed, they have seen. So your goal is to see how can you convert this. These are like the warmest buyers, right? So how to talk to them? Remove the objection that is stopping them. trust, price, guarantee, social proof. This is like the retargeting territory, right? These people need a reason to act today, not more information. So these are people you have to handle objection. You have to answer questions that they have in their mind. So you have to list all the objections that they have. Now you're going to attack all those objections in different formats. It can be from street interview, founder story, it can be UGC, different ways of, attacking and handling these objections, right? So for example, still thinking about it, order before 2 p.m., deliver to your door, pay on delivery. Like, these are now, you have to find ways of handling all these objections so that to remove any form of friction. So for these particular people, they are aware about your brand, like they know everything, right? So for them, it's just to pull the trigger. So how can you go about it? So answer all the objections that they have so you can remove any friction, because objections is what causes friction. So what your goal is to remove this friction. So you have to list all the objections that can cause a customer not to buy from you. Now you're going to handle it in form of a video, statics, all the different formats. So you're attacking all these objections, so they feel okay, okay, now I have no reasons to not to buy from this particular brand. So if Protein K is listening to this particular video, this is how you're going to talk about to communicate to this product aware market, right? So urgency, deliver promise, risk reversal, you have to remove any form of risk, no education needed, just a trigger, right? So most aware, they know everything, they just need the right offer. This is now where your offer comes in. Who is this person? This is the existing Protein K customer. They have ordered before, they know the quality, they trust the brand, they know the same day delivery works. They are not comparing anymore. They are just waiting for the right moment or the right deal to order again. So what are they thinking? I'm almost out of protein. Payday is tomorrow. Like, for example, I wonder if there is a new flavor. So they're asking themselves, do they have any form of new flavors? Do they have offers this week? They just want a good deal. So this is like the 5%. These are very tiny. This is like now repeat purchases. Now this is now where your email marketing, your SMS marketing comes to place, your WhatsApp marketing. This is now you're going to, you're convert like repeat, like retention, customer retention, right? These 5%, but the cheapest to convert, they're the highest ROI customers. Like this now you're going to, this is the repeat, like customer repeat purchases, right? Retention. Now, if your retention game is good, you're going to always have, it should include at least 30% of your revenue month by month, minimum of 20, but a good amount is 30 to 40% of your revenue should be coming from the most aware. They know about it, but they've bought from you before. So your goal is to keep this customer, the lifetime value, for as long as possible. So how to talk to them? No education, no persuasion, no story, just the offer, little price, deal, new products. So the shorter, the more direct. Like this, now you're going to have compelling offers, like bundle offers, free gift with purchase, buy one get one free. Different ways of communicating this kind of compelling offer so that they keep buying from you. So they only just want good deals, right? This just direct how to communicate with them. Compelling offers is what converts them. So the fatal mistake, what happens when you run the wrong ad to the wrong awareness level? For example, most aware ads sent to the unaware ad, right? Wrong, like let's say just say 10% of all whey protein this weekend only. They have never heard of whey protein. They do not know what is it or why they need it. So the offer means nothing to them. They scroll past it. The right way, they need what they need. You have been training for months, your body is not changing. Here's the common reason why. So communicating wrong marketing messages will go to the, if they go to the wrong people, it won't convert. And that's what the biggest mistake most people are doing. They're just running the same. Most people are just targeting the 5%, the most aware, buy right now, 10% off, all this kind of stuff, which is okay. But your ad will be going to the very small, tiny percentage of people. And if you're aware about how the Meta Andromeda is working right now, after Andromeda, right? The Meta AI machine, it's how your marketing messages, your marketing message determine the kind of people your ad is going to to reach, right? So if you're talking like 10%, all these most aware ads, your ad will be going to a very small percentage of people, because these are like, it knows every market awareness study, right? So if you're talking about this offer structure, it will go to a very tiny small audience, right? But if you broaden it up, you go to like product aware, solution aware, problem aware. Now you're going to a wider demographic of people, like a wide pool of people, right? So your marketing message has to be relevant to the kind of customer where they are. So you have to meet where they're at, in simple terms. So the wrong marketing message to the wrong kind of people won't convert. So in simple terms, you have to know how to communicate to your customer to the level where they're at, right? Meet where they're at. So yeah, that is it. So the 4 ways to know exactly which stage your buyer is at. So number one, read your comments, DMs, comments and DMs. The language, they tell you exactly how do I take protein, how do I start taking protein, problem aware, solution aware, like what is your first delivery, product aware, do you have restock offer, most aware. Like read at least 50 comments and you'll know like which stage dominates your market, right? Check what they searched before they found you. Look at what they engage with. Like for example, if someone watched 80% of your video of why gym results are slow, they are problem aware. If they have visited 3 product pages and added to cart but did not buy, they are in the product aware, right? So the content they engage with is a map to of their awareness journey, right? So ask directly in the content. The simplest method is run a story poll or post asking, are you new to the gym, or are you experienced, have you used supplements before, what's stopping you from trying protein? Like, you have to communicate, and this is like the best way to market your product. You have to talk to your customers, get the feedback, like different kind of questions, like run different polls in your content, in your stories, and that's how you're going to get answers, right? The feedback is now how you're going to use in your ads to communicate. Now you're using their own marketing, their own language to your ads, and that's how you're going to communicate with your customers. This is how you, before we run any ad, we are, especially for a problem solution like this kind of market, like supplements, skincare, these kind of products, we have to understand the awareness level before we can write any form of ad. We have to ask ourselves, which stages are we talking to? Like, where is the customer at? Like which level of market awareness are we speaking to, right? Then the ad is going to speak to this, so we can speak to different levels of market awareness. So these ads will be going to the different levels of market awareness. So we can speak to the problem aware, solution aware, we can speak to the most aware, product aware. So different ads for different stages. So you have to understand where your product is, which marketplace, and the majority of your customers, which level are they at in the awareness journey. So this is like the principle of how we run our ads, market awareness. Like, it's very, very important. There is no way you're going to write ads without understanding this procedure, right? This is very, very important. Like, you have to understand this for your ads to work, or else your ads will just be going to average, because most people are running ads to most aware. A lot of them, 10%, like the offer structure, right? And they are not even aware about whatever they're doing. So if you understand the principles of marketing, of course your ads will be going to the right kind of people, and the more your ads are relating to the customers according to the awareness journey, the higher your ads will convert. So if you want this kind of system to be implemented to your business, there's a link in the description below where you can apply, to work with us, and we can see if you're a good fit us working together. If you're spending a minimum of at least 100,000 Kenya shillings a month in advertising budget, and you're making at least 3 million, we work with people who are making at least 3 million to 5 million, right? If you want that done for you, where we are doing everything for you, running the ads, everything, we are removing all the stress about marketing. There's a link in the description. Just apply to work with us. Let's see if you're a good fit, us working together, and my team will reach out to you, and we can see if we can work together and help you scale your business. That's what we do. We help e-commerce brand scale with paid advertising and customer retention system. So meta ads, email, SMS marketing, that's the kind of stuff we help people do right? Brands, so e-commerce brands in specific. So if you like this video, I'll appreciate if you like, comment something in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel, because I'm sharing more of these videos every week, so you don't miss out on anything. So subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.